Hey guys, it's Scott here for Music and Business Online. And in this video today, we're going to go over 3 ways that you can get paid while you make your music. All right, let's dive right into this. So number 1 is to effectively monetize and sell the parts of the music that you're making. So if you think about a platform like Splice or like LoopCloud or like Noise, and there are creeping up to be numerous others. Lots of those companies have dedicated producers working for them producing sounds. Now, the way that those creators are making those tracks, some go out with the single concept of creating a project. They create sounds for a particular project and batch of sounds. However, there's absolutely no reason you can't be doing that, creating your own music, your own projects, and then taking effectively sounds you've designed, melodies you've written, ideas you've come up with, and making those into samples and loops that other people can use in their music. If you reach out to these platforms and they are in need of a creator and it's a talent that you have, you could be creating and producing your own music and then monetizing those elements that you've built, whether you use them or not as you go down the line, by having them as samples and loops. My friend Adam has done this very, very well. If you think Multiplier, much bigger channel than mine, this is something he did with Splice a long time ago. He was producing his own music and selling the loops at the same time, thus monetizing his music as he was making it. It's a superb way to go, but you do have to be creating music in a genre of interest or have a particular skill or talent that people are looking for and would buy the samples from. Okay, so number 2 is the big one that I like to do over on YouTube/unders, and that is monetizing the process of making music. While I'm making and writing a track, I'll record a number of videos around that track, around ideas and creation processes that I am using. Those videos can then be monetized on YouTube. And yes, you do have to build a following first to do this. However, there are other things you can do as well. For example, we can feature products within the video or certain plugins. Or something else I do is I create a lot of training content. I've done this for a number of companies. You can head to warriorsound.co.uk and see for yourself some of the companies I've worked with and created products for. I will do this and create these training videos or promotional products or their website hosting examples of their software perhaps while I'm working on my own music. So I can be sitting there producing my own track, having a video record, talk about what I'm doing and create content and be getting paid while I'm producing my track as I go along. It's a pretty simple way to do things. Again, it requires a little bit of an audience and you obviously have to reach out to be able to prove you can do this kind of work. However, if there is a particular product or company you use a lot, simply reach out to them. If you play an instrument and you are specific to a brand of instrument you play, reach out to them. See if you can do some content with them and get paid to produce your next piece of music using the equipment you're already using anyway. This last method is quite simple. Produce music for somebody else. If you really enjoy the process of producing music and you don't want to be writing it necessarily just for yourself, you can reach out to people who maybe need custom music production and produce music for them. Some great people to target: indie filmmakers, indie game makers, YouTubers who may want their own custom introduction music or their own custom music to go in the background of their videos. Other creators who aren't in the music space. Reach out to them and see if you can produce music for them. This way you're very simply getting paid to produce music. One thing that I have done quite recently, there was an advert for a company called Combat Fuel. I did an edit of one of my tracks. That edit is featured in their advert, which is available on YouTube, Instagram, and other platforms. Paid to produce my own music on a particular platform simply by knowing someone who was working with the brand. So if you reach out, if you do the work up front, reaching out to companies, brands, YouTubers, filmmakers, game creators, people creating an iOS game, who need music production, and they've posted on Twitter that they're doing it, like something you can tangibly do, like look for developers, game creators on places like LinkedIn and Twitter, reach out to them, Do they need any music production? Brilliant. This is what I do. Here's my website. This is what I sound like. This is what I'm great at creating. Would you like me to make some music for you? Yes, this is how much I do it for. You need to do the work up front, but that way you can completely get paid to make music. There's never been a better time to do it. There are apps being created, there are films being created, there is content being created on a global scale, daily basis that needs music and audio. Why can't you be the person to write it? I hope that this has been useful for you guys and kicked some ideas off in your head and will hopefully kick you into action. I will see you guys next week for the next video.